Greetings, my fellow Sturgian warriors. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Mount and Blade to Bannerlord, episode 45. Rally under the banner. Hello! Wait, what? Where'd his army go? I don't think this balance of power is correct. Because he had... Okay, yeah, it wasn't right. I don't know why Lucian Melody... Yeah, that was strange. Big shrug. Okay, so the troops look correct. We are ready to go.
Give them hell, everyone! Charge!
Maybe I can't do it as a leader of an army? You might be right about that. Yeah, that could be the issue. So you have one horse bowman over here. Oh. No, he's still alive. Was. Does not look like a particularly high-level army here. It's like a bunch of looters that I've been killing. I don't want to sit in the middle of this, though, because it hurts. So I'm going to get out of there. What a dinky, my own relatives are losing consciousness. Yeah, here's their champs. Oh, Jesus, they're destroying me badly. That troop type is probably the hardest for me to kill. Because they just lock on you with their arrows and let fly. Tasted their own medicine there. Got 3 of them. Yeah, those Fion champions are like ridiculously strong. Best ranged unit in the game, probably. Well, one of them. That and the Consolidating mounted ones are pretty disgusting, too. No, don't aim at me! Don't aim at me! Ah! I'm like brink of death. I don't want them shooting at me. Hey, Tumbling! Yeah, don't spoil it for yourself, but glad to see you here, buddy. How's it been going for you? Ooh, one of your satellites took off. That's amazing. And it worked as was designed? Well, cheers to you. That's impressive. Is it easy for, yes, actual satellites. Yeah, he's, what would you call yourself? Aerospace engineer? Something like that? Is it easy to track satellite pathing? Like, could you find it with, like, a telescope? Space systems engineer? That's a cool title. That's a very cool title. I'm going to take all the prisoners here because I am right next to the castle. So I'll just throw the excess prisoners in the dungeon in the castle and ransom them off later. It's not visible with the telescope. It's too far. Got it. Oh, right. I have to donate prisoners. Well, I suppose that's okay. There. And thanks for the resub. Cheers. Alright, Astor Castle is also under siege, so I'll head up that way in just a second. And Chemo just came back to the party. Or is here to be brought back to the party. Take care of the party. So I think I'm not going to set up Chemo in a caravan right now because there's a little bit of turmoil and I don't think Chemo would get very far. So I'll just have Kimbo fight with me for now. Those are pretty good boots. Oh, you know, Kimo has, like, no armor. Because I put Kimo straight into the caravan with no equipment. Or very, very little equipment, so let's show some love. Forget the crossbow. Large bag of arrows and a bow. Oh, you don't know how to use bows. Come on. Any bow? Darn. I don't even have a bow Kimo can use. Okay, no ranged weapon on Kimo then. Best saddle I got. Oh, way better. Nice horse. I guess I'll give you your... Just give you throwing daggers. For now. Until I find a bow that you can use. Okay, cool. Good on that front. I do see that the budget there is not in my, not tilted in my favor. So, what shields was I starting to outfit? Fortified kite? I don't see any of those. Let's sort by value. Knight's kite shield. Yeah, I'll buy one. Give that to my little sis Dinky. Done. Alright, riding north. I'm also... I'm gonna disband the army so that my vassals can refill their ranks and recruit. So Lanark Hen has about 270 defend. Penkanok is massively well defended, 700 plus. Oh, that is a relatively large army. Never mind, come back. Gonna need some backup. They haven't committed to the siege yet, so there's still a little bit of time for everybody to run and rally to me. Just looking at the tribute balance. Their troops are very fast. I can't seem to catch them. Come on, get them. Get them, Tannering. Get them. It's not happening. Okay, so now we're starting to rally larger. And here's the last one. Boom, done. Okay, let's go make a difference here. Hello. There's enough noble people in their force that if I win this, it should neuter their army a bit.
Yeah!
Don't like the battlefield though.
Everyone follow me!
Thick trees sucks for cavalry. We did have a war with Sturgia, but it was a cold war. They declared war on us, and then nothing happened. They captured one of my trade caravans, and that was the extent of the damage. So it wasn't so much a war as just brief in hostilities in name only. Yeah. What? What? Huh? What? Silly horsemen. Wars for men. Did we lose workshops? We did. So I guess it was a war to reclaim our workshops.
Archers!
Kind of annoying.
After me!
That's how it goes sometimes.
Arrow! Move! Infantry forward! Everyone attack!
Actually, if they have Fion champions, I am going to commit to rushing quick with my cavalry, putting them at risk. Because I don't really want those bowmen ripping shots at me, because their bow are so much better than my bow. Oh, he survived that. Usually when you swing for triple digits, your target dies. Who are you? Oh, Battanian Banner Knight. That's just strange looking. I'm so used to Banner Knights being red, not green. And a little surrounded. Oh, good. I'm right where they respawn. I remember that being far worse of an issue in the original Mountain Blade Warband. In Bannerlord, it's like, generally, you don't have units respawn on you. The way it used to happen. But it was, you'd be like taking a victory lap at the end of like clearing out a giant wave of troops, and then all of a sudden 50 troops would spawn around you. They'd all target you and hit you instantly. You'd just be dead. It was not a mechanic I particularly liked up until that way. Yeah, it was an economic war, exactly. Sad that Sturgia declared war on me, though. And more sad still that I wasn't really able to capitalize on it because everyone else declared war on me too. So I couldn't grab myself some Sturgian land. I mean, I could have, but it was voted that I resolve it and focus on Battania instead. Look at these cowards. Cannot run my arrows. Was that a Drahiznik? Yeah, I think it was. That was a Sturgian tier 6 or tier 5 cav fighting on Battanian's side. Incorrect. And there we go. Another large war party captured. All 5 of them. Ooh. A one-handed level 6 sword. Rusty, but still tier 6. Noted. And Astor Castle has kept pretty much all of its defenders, so it's no weaker than it was before. Alright, taking a look at the diplomacy now, I'd only have to pay 750 in tribute, which is not bad. Not that I'm planning on paying, just keeping an eye on what the cost would be. Chemo leveled up in Charm. Maybe self-promoter influence for winning a tournament, because Chemo still might go tournamenting once Chemo's back on the trade route.
Soldiers!
Looks like Mino is unconscious. So, who has good riding skill? Tannering, you fill in.
Go through attack!
So the other thing to consider is now that Sturgia has liberated all the workshops that I owned, it might be wise not to bother buying workshops in any foreign territories because they're all liable to be liberated. And I don't really want to spend 15k per workshop only to like lose them. They're not going to pay for themselves. So I'm going to have to be very careful about if I even buy workshops, and if I do, for them to only be in my territory that has no risk of being, you know, obtained by an enemy force. What Battanian territory are we looking for? Right now, we're just looking to weaken them by taking out their leaders, taking out their vassals and lords. But I could poll on territory specifics if you'd like. Checking if the poll... Yeah, the poll's still down. I'm not really sure we have the numbers for a town, because the worry about that is generally towns are pretty well defended with siege equipment. So the time it takes to actually start a siege against a town is a little bit longer than it would be for a castle. For castles, often you can just afford to skip the whole building of trebuchets and throw ladders up on the walls, and you can still take it with superior numbers. But towns tend to be guarded by twice the number that castles are. So if a castle's 300, a town would be 6. So towns might not be in the question unless my vassals start to really add to their own numbers. Whatever's weakest, yeah. That's more or less what we've been doing. I'm going to start running back to Sargot with all the lords that are in my prison party. And then the message for Azargos is, yeah, Vladivkafel, so that's so far away. Lanok Hen looks pretty easy to capture once I can turn back around and grab it. Penkanok would be amazing, yes. An actual town like Maranath, Sionon, Penkanok, Carpants, Dunklenis, any of those would be great. They're just, I don't think we could win them. I think the likelihood of us actually being able to capture it is very slim. Oh, the tier 6. Hold on. Undo that. Lock that in. So let's see. Dinky, I think, is a two-hander that has a one-hander. We go to the character tab here. No, one-handed. Oh, Morty can level up. My wife. My wife. What do I want to give you, Morty? Maybe just weapon skill. I don't think I have any two-hander people that don't currently have two-hander weapons. No, I don't. So I can end up selling that. I still have livestock. Well, the town doesn't have money. So that's kind of moot. I can put the livestock in stash, which is a strange thought. Ew, a bunch of low-level Valandians. But hey, it's all that I can afford. There's probably a whole lot of Valandians that could level up in here. I don't even have a single regular Drahiznik. They're all champions now. The rest of these guys are all Battanians and Battanians, so I don't really care about their numbers. Which is why I use the upgrade tool. Alright, riding back to town. Are we still fighting Sturgia? We are not, no. We settled peacefully with them. Oh, there was also... Sargot built its fairgrounds, I believe, so let me double back. Yes. It did build its fairgrounds. So the loyalty is going up as a result of the fairgrounds. Let's try for... a granary. To put food in the reserve so that it can hold out and stand out against sieges a little bit longer. So Remtoil and Astor Castle are not getting besieged. So I'm going to head to Lennock Hen. And let's have Eris join us. Brannock and Sianag just garrisoned in here, so it's a little bit better protected. What is the current pay? 700? Let me see if there's something better. If I could grab something on the edge of Sturgian territory, that would be awesome. It'd be harder to defend, but it would be great. Where are you going? I'm going to follow this army. They're probably going to cause me trouble if I don't. Yeah, I think they were probably an army rallying to Thractatory Castle. That'd be my guess. Thractatory Castle is pretty lightly defended, so that seems a pretty reasonable target. And I just grabbed 2 of them. Perfect.
Everyone, whoa!
Hey, Space Powder Tim. Thanks for the follow, by the way. I could donate my stash to level up the Valandian troops that I have, but I only really want to use Sturgian troops. The Valandian troops I have in my army right now are just there because of convenience, because I haven't had time to re-up my troops in Sturgian territory because I'm under attack constantly. So I don't want to invest in them at all, because I plan on ditching them first chance I get. Don't run for me, come on. Don't make me work for this. Probably should have ran. Holy moly, these guys have no idea how to fight me. Wholesale slaughter. Oh my lord. I'll be eager to see how many I end up killing at the end of this. Oh, there goes their Sylvan. Just by chance, he was right in front of my axe. Wrong place, wrong time. Come on. I know that they're retreating, but gotta get the kill count up. What? You survived? Hey, Winter Blast, thanks for the resub. Alright, let's see. 45. 45 of them. I killed almost a quarter of their entire army by myself. Yep. Oh, nice. Eris Lenito, I will help you. There should be a bloodlust trait.
Everyone charge!
Should be. I guess technically that would be cruel, because you could be either cruel or merciful. Cruel is, I think you mostly earn cruel by like executing people though. The reason why I haven't executed anyone is everybody hates you to an nth degree. It's basically a war crime to execute lords and kings. But technically speaking, like if I captured Caladog, which is the king of the Battanians, I could execute him. I would just become a persona non grata and nobody would ever become my vassal again in my life. Because I would be so hated by everybody. So it's, you could play that way, but it would be very difficult to succeed because you'd be, nobody would talk to you anymore. Wow, that's fast. And then Eris just rallied into our army. So what I'm trying to do here is to build up enough of a force to be able to quickly take a castle. Sitting at about 500. That's comfortable castle capture levels. Unfortunately, the troops I have to recruit at Sargot are utter horrible recruits. Just Volandian nobodies that suck. I'm clicking blindly. I don't really care how these troops get upgraded. All right. Lennox Hen? Let's see. Really? Are you serious? Get off my town. You moron. Actually, let me see if... Well, she's probably not her clan leader. I don't take kindly to people that besiege or raid my villages. That's pretty low. Wow. Their army is 6 horses, 4 bowmen, and 83 infantry. Not well balanced, I'd say. Generally, when you see numbers like that, where it's majority infantry, their army is a bunch of farmers. That's actually not the case here. Their army has... They're not just farmers, but... Because you need to level up a little bit to become a horseman or a bowman or something like that. Yeah, I thought they were crummy recruits, but not this time. Well, okay, no, I take that back. Most of them are farmers. Level 2 or level 3. Or 1. You know, getting a level. Just give me the victory already. There we go. You want to do a Roman run? Oh, that's fun. Working for the Empire. Or being Empire. I don't like the idea of attacking a caravan. Okay, good. The caravan didn't join. Good. I'm not a caravan raider. I don't want to fight caravans. It's kind of a low thing to do. I only fight enemy nobles and armies. And the garrisons that defend castles and towns. There goes Prindor. I'm so gentlemanly. It's part of the roleplay. Same reason why I'm using only Sturgian troops. Well, normally. Right now, that's not true. There's a tiny little bit of a morale advantage to using troops of only one culture. There's some traits that makes it so that you have higher morale if all your troops are of your own culture. But it's such a negligible bonus that, like, most players wouldn't bother. They would just play meta. Meta being, you know, grabbing the best units from the best cultures. So, you know, you'd have Battanian bowmen and Valandian chargers and Sturgian infantrymen and Khuzadi horse archers and that would be meta, but I don't really like the meta because I feel like everybody else plays meta, so I might as well do something different to be a little bit more unique. Okay, now I am definitely going back to Sargot, and as soon as Remtoil's under siege. There's always something, right? There's always something. Nothing wrong with some roleplay. I agree. So you guys are gonna have to remind me that I have a ton of stuff in the stash in Sargot. All right, let's go defend Remtoil before it falls to the Battanians. And how are we faring? We have a 3-to-1 ratio of casualties inflicted, which is good. I could receive tribute from them right now. I guess I can leave it up to you. So, poll. Should I end the war with Battania right now? Yes or no? So the advantage of ending the war right now is it would give me the opportunity to go comb the continent for new companions, because I have a bunch of companion slots. And then it would also give me the opportunity to go recruit Sturgian troops and ditch my non-Sturgians, gifting them to my vassals or whatever, to sort of do some management. But it's up to you. I just figured now that I receive money from Battania, I would give you the option. And if not, maybe I try for a town. Because I feel like at my 500 men, I have just enough for a town. Oh, you are a moron, Sionag. Sionag attacked one of my caravans.
So
That's a big no-no. I should get a town? Well, just vote. Don't tell me what to do. Use your votes. Ooh. Good on you. Good timing. Those spears have further range than my axes, so if they time it right, they get a hit and I can't counter. I don't think there's any point in me even trying to fight. They're so surrounded. I'm never going to get any access to them. Oh, there was a nice bow. Weapon tier 6. Not bad. 20k bow. I'll lock that. It's not a bow that you can use on horseback, so not likely one I'm going to keep anyway. Is there still the trait to allow for horseback weapons to be used? Oh, here we go. Blade Master. Increases my two-handed weapon damage by 10%, as personally. Infantry troops in my formation that I'm leading have their attack speed increased by 2%, as a captain. Or, my attacks ignore 25% of enemy's armor. That might even be better. Infantry troops in formation have their damage increased 20% against destructible objects, as a captain. Maybe I'll poll you about that. I'm going to have you pick between extra damage or ignoring some armor. Dinky also leveled up on throwing. Flexible fighter. Alright, still heading to Rimto. So it looks like you guys vote no on ending the war. What skill should I take? Bonus damage and attack speed. Or the Twitch polls don't really allow for a lot of characters. It's a really small character limit of like 50. So I have to summarize it like that, which is just 10% bonus damage or 25% ignore armor. And then, as a reminder, as captains, the bonus damage is a 2% attack speed, and then the ignore armor is a 20% against, like, gates and things like that. Coolharn has an army here. Remtoil's holding out. I'm gonna... Oh, yep, Coolharn's running for me. It's not gonna work. Surrender or die. Tannering. Give it back to Mino.
Go!
It's rare that I'm in the charge with my own troops. Normally, I'm not just like, I go off on my own. Let's see. And my Sturgian leveled up. This is a bigger fight, but it is going pretty well. Dinky leveled up too. I think we're done. Yeah, we're just cleaning them up. There it goes. Another army gone. 4 nobles. And 104 prisoners. So 108 prisoners. I think I'm going to have to make yet another stop back at Sargot to ditch the people that I have here. I'm also going to make a little stop at the villages that are being raided. I have found that, and this is obviously completely anecdotally, and I'm not sure why, but the armies that tend to be raiding villages don't move very fast. I don't know why that is, but that is a very common theme that I've seen.
Whoa! Ever give him hell!
Are there non-smithy weapons better than Avalanche? There are, yeah. They tend to cost like 300k to buy, so they're out of my price range by a lot. So this army is tiny because it's just a bunch of farmers with no cavalry. And ignore armor 1. Got it. Yeah, these are low-level volunteers. Why I can just sit here and let them wail on me for not too much damage. So the gear in this game, tier 5 typically costs, I'm just going to make up numbers, but as a point of reference, tier 5 like weapons and armor typically can cost somewhere in like the 80k range, 60 to 80, somewhere like that, and then the tier 6 stuff can cost like 200 to 300k. It gets real pricey for some of the best loot. Most of the loot that I have on me right now isn't even loot that, it's not even loot that I bought. It's loot that I won in combat because of how pricey the top tier stuff gets, because it does get insane. Make sure rim tool doesn't go under. It's weird that I'm attacking someone named Wrath. He's like 4/6 me. My character's name is Rathor. Hey, you! Stop impersonating me. Punishment for that is death. You wonder when smithing will cover armor? Probably when they like fix smithing not to be super overpowered and imbalanced. Because if it covered armor as the smithing is set up right now, you could just design yourself to be like immortal with almost no cost. It would be unbelievably broken. The only balance to smithing right now is it doesn't cover armor. I mean, it's not balanced at all, but the fact that you have to buy your own armor. Oh, and I forgot to level up my skill. I'll do that after this fight. These guys turned pretty well. They got more kills than I thought they would in the feed. And have taken more damage than I thought I would take. I think it's because of all these trees. It makes it really hard for the cavalry to maneuver. Okay, I'm going to stop at Legata to sell some stuff on my way back, and I can also ransom all but the nobles to speed up the party speed level. We're going with Ignore Armor and do more damage against Destructibles, Vandal. And then the last one is each skill point above 250 grants me speed or damage. The Way of the Great Axe. I don't know if... it's quite a grind to get there, but I'm getting close. Alright, what else do we have here? We have Morty, who got one-handed. Swift Strike or damage with axes and maces. Let's do damage with axes and maces because I think we eventually want to look the part. We want to look Sturgian. Taisato, what did you gain? Medicine. Small increase to clan's life expectancy. As the clan leader, you're not the leader, you're a surgeon. Wounded troops do not decrease morale in battles. Okay. Or food variety increase recovery rate 5% each point. Let's go perfect health. Yeah. Recovery faster when I have a variety of food, because I typically have a giant variety of food, so that's a pretty powerful one. And then we also have a focus point, and I'm going to give it riding, because your riding skills not looking as great as it could be. And then Amateur Chief. I will give you well strapped. And done. Let's double check that it's everyone. Yep, that looks... Oh, no, Dinky. Leveled up as well. I guess athletics. Dinky has a lot of skill to learn. A lot. So let me see. You know how I was just talking about the price of things? So here is a level 6 sword, a ridged great saber, netting for 64k. A tall heater shield, level 6 shield for 150k. A level 6 body armor. It's obviously better than my current body armor for 280k. So that's just sort of an idea of the cost of things. It's very, very expensive to buy sort of the best stuff. Especially armor. Okay, we have a decent amount of money now to pay the troops for a bit. How did someone escape from my... Oh, come on, man. Escape from my party. Rude. Alright, so I'm running back to Sargot, and then I think I'm not going to defend Clagban. I believe you guys want me to try to get a town, so I'm going to make a push for a town. If I was to guess, and I'll attempt it, but if I was to guess, what's going to end up happening is I'm going to arrive at the town, start to set up siege equipment, and they're going to roll at me with some giant army. So, as clan leader, party size increase by 5 for each town I control, and as party leader, heroes generate shared experience. Wait, seriously? Or presence, increase security in town per day while waiting, if I sit there. And as party leader, remove morale penalty for recruiting prisoners of my faction. I'm going to pick the top one, because I don't think that that's even something to be voted on. One did escape from a party, and then one from Sargot. I lost 2 just now. And taking a look. Whoa! Receive 2k tribute a day? I'm going to ask again. Because, you know, that's a lot of money. Oh, not prediction. Poll. Lucian just escaped from Sargot. Well, still 2k. Cool. They are at war with Azurai, so that could be part of it. Yeah. If you take a look at the... Azurai has twice their force, and their war with me, I've smushed them pretty hard, so... Keep rampaging, make it pay more. Pull as you see fit. And I will keep shoving them into Sargot until you guys say I'm done. We need vassals? I don't disagree. I've been doing a pretty good job on grabbing vassals. Don't have that kind of cash. Those shoulders I'm not going to use, but they look pretty cool because they match in mail, right? But their stats are bad. Alright, still have a whole lot of stuff left in stash. Thank you for tuning in to Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord, which originally streamed live on Twitch July 14th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com or the description of this video have a link to Discord. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel. I'll catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Adios, my fellow Sturgians,